Congressman meets Ribadu. Others says religious violence must stop. Government eyes 1.49 trillion naira electricity export revenue. ISWAP leader jailed 20 years and Ansara terrorist trial begins January. Boko Haram, Zulum meets chief of army staff, says the worst is over. 4 Kanu family members killed in early morning fire. Delta serial killer in police net. Death toll in Ogun. River crash hits 8. All this and more on the Punch today. Let's move on now to the leadership. Rescue Kebbi schoolgirls. Others now Labour Congress. Sultan tell government. National Assembly to transmit police pension bill for assent next week. Governor Itodo committed to Kogi's security, according to the police. Niger Assembly screens commissioner nominees. Presidency rewards top performance on International Students' Day. Overhead water tank collapses, kills 4. Kebbi Varsity's Academic Staff Union seeks action over unmet demands. African Democratic Congress, Saraki condemn Kwara church killing. All this and more on leadership today. Let's move on now to the Daily Trust. Bandits abduct 30 in Kwara church attack as Kebbi releases names of kidnapped schoolgirls. I lost 30 shops in Bay Market Inferno. Trader. PDP crisis. Police barricade Secretariat. ISWAP leader bags 20-year jail term. How mosquito coil fire killed family of 4 in Kanu. Kanu governor presents 1.36 trillion naira budget for 2026. Super Falcons shine as Nadozie extends dominance at CAF Awards. Genocide. Ribadu leads delegation to U.S. Congressman. All this and more on the front page of the Daily Trust. Let's move on now to the blueprints. Kanu. Yusuf presents 1.368 trillion naira 2026 budget. Prioritizes education, health, infrastructure. Group 1 against using uniformed men to settle political differences. Federal government, development partners unite to accelerate sanitation for all. For failing to honor summons, reps threaten bench warrant against heads of BOA, ARCN. NTF approves date for Dalahad Court Tennis Championship in Kanu. JNI condemns abduction of Maga schoolgirls. calls for urgent action. Amechi laments Spade's terrorist attacks, calls for tactical operations. All this and more on the blueprints today. Moving on now to our final stop, which is the nation. Capital gains tax to make market more competitive, says Oyedele. Federal government assures Kogi a full 13% derivation allocation. Governors, senators, NLC, others seek tougher action against insecurity. Olubadan to promote Alabi, Fijabi, Folari, 4 other senior chiefs tomorrow. Attacks. Tinubu puts troops on highest ever red alert. ISWAP leader sentenced to 20 years imprisonment over terror attacks. Daniel remains bona fide APC member, party tells Ogun chapter. Worst of Boko Haram insurgency over, says Zulum. LP Senator Ezia dies at 62. All this and more on the front page of The Nation. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there right now to watch the show live and be a part of the conversation via our live stream platform at Nigeria Info Abuja on Facebook and YouTube. Here are the numbers you can call. You can send a WhatsApp message or voice note to 08099930137. You can also call that number or call these numbers 0700 951 0000, 08095 974869. When you call in, please move away from your device, give your name, your location, and kindly go straight to sharing your thoughts. You would have limited time, so please do share your thoughts in good time to give room for others to do the same when they call in.
The time for your life-changing
Audio
Thank you so much for staying tuned. It's 6:34 a.m. right here. Time to get to your reactions to our headlines. We took those earlier. You can go onto our YouTube and Facebook pages to catch up this morning. Please, once you get through, you have limited time, so please make good use of it. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Diki Itodo Abba.
Good morning, sir.
The Agaba Idon one and only. My name is Salasi.
Please go
Yahaya
ahead.
the head boy, I greet you.
Welcome.
Suleiman Carpenter, my lovely brother Maran Harun, I greet you. I want to talk about this Kwara church attack.
Yes.
In fact, I watched that video how those criminals enter church, and they were doing a live program. They were doing a live program, live streaming. These guys enter church and they were shooting, and in fact, patting women backs and so on and so forth. And tomorrow, now just hear that the ISWAP terrorist member jailed for 20 years. What will the family of late Brigadier General Musa Ubawi think? These are ISWAP terrorists, and now they jail him for only 20 years. And if you, before you know, there will be jailbreak, and this criminal will be free and be back to the society. A person that's supposed to be executed publicly, now they jail him. In fact, judiciary are the problem of this country. If it's in Saudi Arabia or United Arab Emirates, this man should have been executed. Look at terrorists. You are jailing terrorists for only 20 years.
Right.
How will the family feel? The person that was killed, they don't see his dead body, and you are jailing the criminal for only 20 years. I disagree with that judgment.
All right. Salasi, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. My name is Itodo from Suleja.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Welcome back from your leave.
Thank you, sir.
This man, I swap a terrorist jail for 20 years.
Yes.
I say, we're always joking in this country. Somebody who take life, who see life as nothing, then Nigeria government are seeing life as important. Jail him for 20 years. Then after 20 years, you free him back to the society. These are the kind of people you're supposed to tie on a pole, then put them live on a live TV streaming so that people will see them publicly. We're only joking in this country. Look at what happened in Kwara State. Look at what happened in Kebbi State recently. We are joking. We are joking. We are not ready to fight these people.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, the most distinguished honorable. Itodo, this Abakar calling from Gwagwalada. I greet all the callers, external listener and contributors of Nigeria, and who will the murdered or slain Brigadier General Musa will die in vain, and other fallen heroes under the fire of terrorists. People are being killed every day in Ruka church. The worshipper worshiping in the late evening when the terrorists spoke. In Maga, 2 children, girls were in the hand of terrorists. And Mr. President is proposing to attend G20. Which is G20?
Well, he
if you don't see
Abubakar,
Hello?
According to reports, he has backtracked on that decision and would not be going on those trips for now.
That sentiment should not come. Those who are attending G20, they have still their home countries. They have buoyant economy, they have security stability, they have everything working for them. If Nigeria would be treated with disdain if our president go to any global summit at this present situation. They are just based. They focus on politicking. When Nigeria is under fire, it's a calamity. We never had it worse in terms of people in charge of government and government. There is a serious leadership responsibility vacuum in Nigeria. It is only God that will intervene. People are under hell. We are under siege. Everything is not working in Nigeria. It is a total failure. Leadership failure, governance failure. One of the fathers of the daughters that was kidnapped in Maga, that was his only daughter, and now she's kidnapped. Right. Imagine the level of the intensity of blood pressure in that father being.
All right.
It's unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. Let's go on out to the live feed and take some of your comments. At this time, then we'll go on to WhatsApp platform as well. Good morning, Otsosule on YouTube and on Facebook. Tuluwa Lokbe, John Balogun, Sadiku Salil, thank you for joining in. Moazu John La CC says the president put the security agencies on high alert. We've been hearing this for a long time, and enough is enough. The killing and abduction are enough. Alert without results will no longer be tolerated. If they can't work, let them resign. How can children we send to school end up in a lion's den in this country? Is what he says. And Ishaka Abdulaziz watching live from Sileja. Thank you for that update. We'll look into it and hope that it gets back in good time. Dr. Mrs. Unma Lebar says majority of Nigerians have lost faith in the survival of democracy in Nigeria because the expected benefits are a mirage. Why can't we keep faith with the democracy we fought hard for? Since the people are the center and circumference of democracy, denying them dividends of democracy amounts to catastrophe. A country can hardly get it right if politics and party leaning become the only standards for driving a nation to success. All right. Let's go on now to the WhatsApp platform real quick. Take some of your voice notes, but let's look at some of these messages first. Wale Fatullah says the incessant killings, terrorist attacks, and mass kidnappings ravaging Nigeria reveal a glaring lack of political will with the government to protect citizens. Within 1 week, the Plateau massacres, KB schoolgirls abducted, the general killed, abduction in Bornu, church attacked in Kwara, and so on. The president, your primary duty is securing lives and properties. Condemnatory statements and foreign troops while Nigerians die are unacceptable. We need decisive action, sharper intelligence, tactical overhaul, and accountability now. Why will the president send his deputy? What's he going to the victims' parents? The president is a CNC to lead the front or from the front. KB schoolgirls must be recovered and reunited with their families, not like the Chibok schoolgirls, is how he ends his thoughts. All right. And if I may ask, when will this issue of kidnapping and killing stop in Nigeria? Nigerians have been killed on a daily basis, yet our government is not doing anything to end it. However, Nigerians can no longer travel on the roads like they used to do their businesses. We want the government to protect lives and properties, is what Opulent in Brari says. Did you sleep well? That's an interesting question. Kwara killing portrays and proves that there's genocide in Nigeria. Minister of Foreign Affairs said only 175 Christians were killed since 2009. That claim is untrue, is what Fitzgerald in Airport Road shares. ISWAP leader bags 20 years jail term, and you expect security, terrorism to end in Nigeria, handling them with kids' gloves. Now, come on, man, they suffer for this country in every aspect. With a number of innocent blood on his hands, he's supposed to be sentenced to death, is what Ima Atux in Guags shares as his thoughts. Now, in 2012, the Senate said it adopted the death penalty as punishment for acts of terrorism due to Nigeria's peculiar circumstances. And, in that seating at the time, they approved the death penalty for the acts of terrorism in Nigeria, following recommendations contained in a conference committee report of both houses. And the report was a harmonized version of a bill for an act to amend the Terrorism Prevention Act 2011 and other related matters. Now, in 2024, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, also re-emphasized for a call for stiffer punishment against terrorists and bandits who kidnap Nigerians and demand ransoms from their families, based on reactions following the verdicts given to that terrorist. 20 years. Many believe that is not enough to show an example to others who are perpetrating the same act. But let's hear from you. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Itodo.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, how are you doing? My name is Aki.
Welcome, Aki. Please go ahead.
You see, most time we tend to blame government for our issues. But many of Nigerians across the board, we are the enemy of ourselves. How can a judge sit down at the comfort of his table and jail somebody that has killed as many as possible? Just 20 years. It is not fair You are not fair to accept. Go to anywhere, generals, to everywhere, people just want to change the country. But if you cannot fear human being, we need to fear God. If I'm a Christian, you fear God. If I'm a Muslim, fear Allah. That judge has not done well. And that's just the truth.
Right.
And I just want to appeal that the government should appeal that judgment and let that man be put to gallows and let him face death penalty because he has killed people who need to be killed. Good morning.
All right, Ducky. Good morning. Welcome. Are you there? Good morning. Hello, are you there? Good morning. Can't seem to hear you. Moving on from your call to some voice notes. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Itodo. My name is Jamilu Utako. My take is on the insecurity. All I want is a peace in this country. May God make us peace by the grace of God. And I want to make use of this opportunity to greet my friend Salasi. And the long time I didn't hear from Mary from Wagolada. I hope she is doing well. And what I want is exactly what the government is trying to do now. Because when you look at the situation we find ourselves, it's not time to argue whether there is killing or there is not killing. Send a delegation to America and find a lasting solution. So that is exactly what NS Mala Nuhurubalo is trying to do. Send delegation, we go with them, find solutions, stop this killing. I don't want the situation whereby people are debating whether there is Christian genocide, whether there is killing or not killing. One life in Nigeria is very important. Thank you very much. My name is Jamilu Utako.
Good morning, Nigeria Info. This is Ezeko from Garaki. I want to react to the news of the federal government blaming U.S. for the increase in violence and also the 20 years in jail term given to an ASWAP leader. You know, it's so funny that still it's as if we are still having sympathy for this set of people. I see the way other nations treat terrorist groups. You know, you can imagine someone who has been a leader or someone who is a member of a terrorist organization that has caused mayhem, kidnapping, killing of our men on uniform. You're giving him 20 years jail term. I've heard of people in the US, for instance, in which maybe serial killers or thereabout, they give them multiple lifetime sentence. And you're giving someone 20 years jail. It shows how this country is just a joke. Just a joke. And see the federal government blaming the US for increasing violence. Have they ever blamed themselves? The APC, for instance, have they ever blamed themselves? It was so easy for them to blame Goodluck Jonathan since they came into power. Have they ever blamed themselves? He's forgetting that he just took over. I'm talking about our president. He just took over from another APC member that all of them all campaigned together. Have they ever blamed themselves and they are blaming the US for? It's just a pity that we are just in a country like this.
Good morning, Itodo. This is Zion Priest. I want to show my concern that an ISWAP leader was jailed 20 years. With a legal background, I can tell you authoritatively that the federal government is pampering with these enemies of our state. Kidnapping offense with gun carries death penalty, even with the associated killings that these people are culpable of. Why should he be sentenced to 20 years imprisonment? With even what happened in Kuje prison, you know, what we go here, we say they don't pardon them. We are pampering with these enemies of state. Rebado goes to US to meet congressmen over killings. What is he going to tell them? That the era of killing is over in Nigeria as usual? My brother, may God save Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, moving on to some more comments. My condolences to the relatives of the family of 4 that died as a result of mosquito coal fire. This ugly and unfortunate incident must be properly investigated to educate and enlighten the public on how to use calls and consequences of misuse, is what Jimmy Ordeni in Airport Road shares as his thoughts. Nigeria, my country. Very funny. The government is unserious and it's a pity, is what KB in Kaduna Road shares as his thoughts. I heard of the headline that says an ISWAP terrorist leader jailed for 20 years. I do not understand how the judicial system works. How can a mass murderer receive such a leniency by them? Everything about Nigeria points to just being a joke. I wonder why the government cannot even with these terrorist individuals or deal with them or get even with them is what you say. Nigerians truly need to take their destiny into their own hands. A leadership that cannot ensure your safety and instead treat enemies of the state with soft hands does not deserve to remain in office. Nigerians should open their eyes is what Tahiru shares as his thoughts. Emeka Ohanido from Somerset says, before we heard that they were technically defeated, other times we fear that Boko Haram is more equipped. Now you're hearing that the worst is over. Which one do we believe? Nigeria shall be great again. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
Good
I can hear you. Good morning.
Morning to you. An ISWAP terrorist, a killer.
What's your name, sir?
Oh, sorry, my name is Umar. My name is Umar. Sorry, pardon me.
Go ahead.
A killer sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. My first question is, what's the name of that judge who did that? You see, because why I'm asking this way because there are so many sympathizers. Yes, no apology. So many sympathizers, even in government. We've seen their actions, body languages, and their utterances. So know who they are and what they are up to. And that's possible to listen to people. I remember listening to a former minister in Buhari's government who said a lot of things about Boko. I'm like, are you kidding? Are you serious? A serving minister. You understand? Hey. Like I keep saying, if a person of Kumi is allowed to walk free in Nigeria, then the government, you know who are the people around. In fact, they are part of the people.
All
if
right.
not, people go on and ask questions.
All right, Amar.
Kill everything. You give her 20 years. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
All right,
What's
Amar.
that?
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, sir. Itodo. My name is Abila.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, federal government blames U.S. as regards killing, kidnapping in Nigeria. Nigeria, permit me to say Nigeria is a jungle because everything goes. APC is not ready for governance.
Is that the fair way to compare Nigeria to? Because I mean, many would not find that likable. The comment you comparing Nigeria to being a jungle, is it a fair comparison?
Because there's no rule of law, Sir Itodo. ISWAP leader, sentenced to 20 years in prison. Who does that? A lot of people have been homeless because of this particular kind of people. A lot of people are fatherless, motherless, and they don't have any sense of belonging. And the federal government is not doing anything about it. And again, a serial killer, is it in Delta or so, has been, apprehended. What is going to be his, a penalty? At the end of the day, they will not pardon them. We've seen a lot of people that the president has pardoned that has caused mayhem in this country. Why are our leaders like this?
All right, Abila.
Why can't we just get it for once? Thank you. That is my take this morning.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. It's 6:52 a.m. right here. We've got less than 3 minutes to wrap up this segment, but you can catch up and keep the conversation going on our YouTube and Facebook pages. There's a live stream going on right now. It's at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there to share your thoughts and react to the headlines this morning. Mwami Du John Oladimeji watching from Maytama. Thank you for joining. King Wale as well. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. Let's run through as many comments as we can on the WhatsApp platform as we wrap up this segment for now. Please, which country are we in now? Is it a country that knows laws and constitutions, or a country converting criminals to innocent citizens and innocent to jail for so long? If not, I see no reason why a terrorist would have a lawyer or be confined or sentenced to 20 years, is what Mika Philibos shares as their thoughts. All right. Ribado leads delegation to U.S. and government assures Nigeria of safe return of KB girls. Government needs to be proactive and be decisive in their decision of managing the affairs of Nigerian project in their care and stop playing lip service and get to work immediately, because this project Nigeria must not collapse as a result of ineffective managers in service. We are watching. Nigeria has come to stay. No matter what, one Nigeria we stand is what John Egbudu shares as his thoughts. Can you imagine the level of abysmal failure by politicians and leaders in a sovereign nation headed by the president who was never ready to be president? Jailing a terrorist for 20 years for killing is inhuman and unfair to the viewing of international community. Enough is enough. The president should leave if he can't salvage what's happening in the country. Every successful businessman must not be president. Take a bow is what Manny shares as his thoughts. A good place to pause right now. Go get hydrated. At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for the lead for today. So stay tuned. We'll talk. Good morning.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Informative, exciting, and stimulating talk. Nigeria Info, your number one for talk. Let's talk.